I think it's working now. At least I hope so. Yeah, complexities. Alright, so it seems like it's working. Yeah, hey. I will find out like early January when I'll see you, Mike. Sorry guys, just a second. I don't know why, but the game just started coming through. So it just started coming through my monitor randomly. Having some tech issues. Can you guys hear it now? Should be able to. New spirit tech. I don't need spirit on armor anymore. So this grip of Kulamak, I found one that gives spirit while you have at least 200 dexterity. So I scrounged together enough attributes to get that. Then I have a solar amulet with 57 spirit. So 57 plus 23 is 80. Which gets us what we need for our spirit requirements. So I don't have to wear it on chest. So I was able to find this Giga ES chest that I'm now using for 1100 ES. And I don't have to take nearly as many points into ES in the tree because I have such big ES numbers on my gear now that it makes it super easy. Damn lich. I hate this tower map. It's so annoying. Doesn't help that there's chilled ground everywhere on this one. Yeah, that's part of the new spirit suck for Elena. Alright, Omen of the Blessed and the Whittling. A bunch of minor omens. Good now. Map. I have to roll a bunch of maps next time too. I'm finally out of the last set that I did. Spring is a really good map though. One of my favorites. Spring, Slick, Rupture, Ravine. My audio is still good. I don't know why the things keep dropping in and out. This is crazy. Map. All right. Time for some map rolling. So to roll your maps, super simple. Just make sure everything's alked up. And you go through and just exalt everything. Until you have everything at 6 modifiers. And then even more simple after this is just go and val it. And that is rolling maps. You can obviously add omens into this if you wanted to get pack size or rarity, but in like 99% of cases, it's just not worth it to do that. And it's just best to val all of these. You'll lose some to making them tier 14 maps, but there's 3 outcomes. Nothing, double modifiers, and tier 16 and tier 14. So really 4 outcomes. And on that one, it's the same chance to go to tier 14 as it is tier 16. And on this one, we got pretty unlucky with a lot of tier 14s, which happens. But now we have some freshly rolled maps, and then you can just kind of pick through the ones that you rolled to decide which ones you want to be running. And then a lot of times you can just sell the difference on, I need to buy some battle orbs. Wow, battle orbs are more valuable than exalted. That's wild. And there you go. Our maps are rolled. And then I'm wanting to run pack size right now, so I'll go ahead and take this one because it has 27% pack size. I'm running ritual, that's why I want to run pack size. Then I'll just kind of go and pick my map that I want to do. Crypt, I love Crypt. So I'm going to go do Crypt. And I want to run to tier 16 because I'm doing ritual. So that I don't need to avoid anything space. I can do all content, but I like avoiding stun buildup. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I just like avoiding stun buildup. And Delirium's back to lagging my PC out, so I can't play Delirium right now. Which is unfortunate, because I really like the Delirium juicing.
Map.
Yeah, extra proj can be kind of annoying, but not the end of the world. Especially because we close the gap so much, but extra proj is just a lot of extra damage. I like to avoid ailment threshold maps if I can. Those are like the main two. Is ailment threshold and stun buildup are the ones I like to avoid if I'm just wanting to blast, because those are the maps that slow me down the most. But they don't really slow me down, but it is more significant than any other modifier. Chilled ground slows me down a lot too, but chilled ground is also a rarity mod, so I don't want to lose chilled ground in most cases.
Map.
So chilled ground is essentially one I just deal with because it gets rarity. The rest of them, same with temp chains, kind of annoying, but it's usually giving a good modifier, which I think is rare monsters. So a lot of people like to try to skip those. I don't really mind those just because they do give good modifiers for us to play with. Morning, Hanzo. How you doing? My rerolls are free right now. Whoop. What is that insufficient? I think that one's also insufficient. I'll get it on the next one. defer all that, and then we'll get the 4th tribute, and that should give us the last thing. I'm doing good. Thanks for asking, also. I appreciate it. Chilled ground temp chains is pretty rough, though. I like to spin in slow motion. I'm not gonna reroll again. You can go try to set up a little bit of the temple. I haven't done a... Can you recommend your build without Ultimatols? Yeah, I'd recommend it. Ultimatols just pushes it to higher limits, but you can play the build without it for sure. Could go with that. Like this. Does Workshop connect to anything? I think it connects to the Thaumaturge laboratory, doesn't it? No, it doesn't. Flesh Surgeon doesn't connect either. Yeah, it could work, Amphinak. I don't know what a lot of the Oracle hidden nodes are, but I think there's some good ones. Oh, why is that? There is some cool tech that you can do on Acolyte that I was playing around with Leopold's Applause and the Cold Pen rune. Not rune. Cold Pen amulet from Zesht. Architecto Orbo. You what, honey? I don't know how to set up the temple, I'll be real. I haven't tried to learn it. I'm starting to. I finally have like a lot of the bad rooms removed. You're one-shotting all bosses. Yeah, that's good. If you're missing sustain, I really recommend Essentia Sanguis starting out. Truthfully, I think that's the best. I'm just throwing some screenshots in the Discord real quick, guys. Although I could start running the Covenant. I don't know if that's actually useful though. You have the armor that overfills your life with that. Oh, okay. So you have Covenant. I was gonna say I think I could do it, but like yeah, just comparing Covenant to just like 1100 ES chest is obviously very expensive, but you can get a 950 pretty easily. And for cheap. Like normally I won't like to run this one because of the ailment threshold, and you'll see why. Oh, the other tech that I was going to talk about. If you're struggling early on to get heralds going, you can run Leopold's Applause and the Pandemonious. Damage penetrates 10%, damage penetrates 75%, so that's 85%. So you only need another like 40 or 30%, I believe. No, you need 40% because 1075 is 85. You want to get to 125. And then so you can take Exposed to the Cosmos and the 2 nodes up to it, so that's 30%, and then you can like anoint Glaciation or something, and then that gets you full value on Leopold's Applause and Pandemonious. And then after you get full value from that, you just put Embitter into Flicker, and then or Gathering Storm or whatever you're using. Then all our damage is extra is converted to cold. So that you're just full penning cold, and then that makes Herald of Ice pop off, that makes Ulnatol's pop off. And then it also makes it so that ailment threshold and like monster resistance maps don't really bother you at all. Let's see what other maps are in this area. I like Fortress. Fortress is a good one. I want some Fortress. You need to beat Simulacrum. So you get Simulacrum Splinters, and then you put them in the Realm Gate, and then defeat it. And then you're off to the races. I have Charge Regulation. Charge Regulation is a spirit skill that gains you... Hold on, let's not die while I'm explaining this. 20% more defenses while you have an endurance charge. So it's just 20% more ES when I have an endurance charge. When I break armor, I have a 20% chance to get an endurance charge. And Ulnatol's in Herald of Ice is breaking armor all the time. So that is where I'm getting my endurance charge sustain. And then I also have charge perfusion 2 in Flickering Ritual, which gives me some as well. But as you can see, I'm up to 3 endurance charges already. So I'm just using that to sustain. Yeah, it gives you slightly more crit and defenses. Charge regulation gives you more critical hit chance and more defense. And then if you have frenzy charges, like I'm lucky right now that I have the frenzy charges, because it's just procs from Profane Ritual, that also gives you skill speed. So it's kind of a triple threat because we generate a lot of charges, so it enables us to have lots of passive bonuses for 30 spirit, essentially. It's kind of a big time staple for a lot of builds. I'm surprised more builds don't run charge regulation. That's right, Hanzo. It's mainly the +1 power charge. And then also right now, that's where I'm getting some extra spirit. I get some extra max CS from that. It's just a really good, like very versatile tool that is also like target farmable. You can run it like 100 times and get the one that you want. It's not ideal, but if you don't want to spend currency and get yourself a really nasty ring, then you can farm it yourself. Because all the modifiers that we want at Chayula are Kurgle modifiers for the Gripakula mech. So we don't have to click anything else but Kurgle. So you just click Kurgle over and over again and then you're off to the races. I do dislike Ritual sometimes because of this. Random mobs that like don't spawn right away. It's really annoying. One reroll available, so we'll reroll. Catalyzing is shitty. We can defer those two, and then we can just go kill the map boss. And also, because our baseline gain as extra chaos is so high, Ming's is also just not very valuable anymore because of that. Because we have 200%, like anywhere from 140 to 200% with the remnant boosting that we get from tree and stuff.
Map.
Map. $33 pack size and rarity is good. Just need to make sure that we do a powerful map boss so that we can have an item level area 80 so that omens can spawn in ritual. I haven't had a single good researchers all league long. I feel like they nerfed him again. Yeah, I think the Holton was an exploit. I think what people are doing with temples without Holton isn't an exploit. I think it's just like clever use of the mechanics. But I do think that Holton was 100% an exploit, in my opinion. But I was also considering trying to do it just to kind of keep up. So take that with however you want to take that. Oh, that's a different Omen of the Blessed. That's all right.
Map.
I have a different outlook on the market. I don't necessarily care that people are like making a lot of currency using temples, because this is how I look at it. If I'm not doing temples, sorry, shooting this, bad habit. If I'm not doing temples, but I'm doing things that temples don't drop, like ritual, like expedition, like breach, like Delhi, like abyss. If I'm doing all of that stuff, and people are doing temples are just dropping currency. So if I'm doing all the rest of the other stuff and selling the other stuff or using the other stuff to craft items, then I'm staying caught up because I'm selling all of the other things that they're not interacting with. So all the items that I want to interact with are more valuable in comparison now. So yes, it inflates things, but you just play the game, and if you just play the game, you'll get caught up. Like, you don't... Yes, if you want to just hear tons of raw currency drops, there's nothing better than temple stacking right now. But if you're okay with making your currency through other methods, like crafting or omens or abyss stuff, then you're in good shape. So my take is don't be discouraged, just farm the other stuff if you can't set up a temple. I haven't been able to set up a temple, and I'm really not... Flicker bugged out. I haven't set up a temple, and I don't really care, because I'm selling items that are really expensive, I'm selling omens that are really expensive. That's why you see me running ritual right now. So I don't have a negative outlook as a lot of other people do. Like, a lot of other people are like, oh, this exploit's breaking the economy. Well, no, it's not. It's just making it so, like, the baseline costs for things are higher, but if you're spending your time to... Like, at this point in the league, like, being a little more than 2 weeks into a league, well, how long has it been? 16, 17 days? Like, at this point in the league, everything was going to be expensive no matter what. Even if the temple stuff didn't come out, the league was going to be expensive. So if you're just getting to endgame now, it's going to be expensive. It's just how it is. It's how Path of Exile 2 is right now. And there's not a great way to solve that because there's not more mechanics to engage with, like there is in Path of Exile 1, to potentially catch up in other ways. And crafting is pretty cost prohibitive in Trade League. But the thing is, you just really gotta, like, you literally pick a mechanic. Whatever mechanic you pick, look up how to do that mechanic optimally. And if you can do that mechanic optimally, you will have enough currency for majority of builds. Do I think it's going to be, you know, are you going to be able to create mirror gear with every farming mechanic? No. But you don't need mirror gear. And besides, the best profit mechanic, bar none, is playing Craft of Exile and being a hideout warrior. Like, it's never going to be better. Like, raw currency farming in any form is never going to be better than being a good hideout warrior. And that's why I really like Path of Exile 2, because I don't have to know like 30 billion things to understand what to craft and like what people are after. I have a good idea of what everyone's after in Path of Exile 2, because it's like a lot lower barrier to entry to understand what items are selling, versus Path of Exile 1, there's like a huge barrier to entry for what items will sell and not sell. But Path of Exile 1 makes up for that by having a billion ways to make currency, because there's so many different endgame activities. But I think there's plenty of endgame activities in PoE 2. But I haven't really played PoE 1 like I've played PoE 2. So... for some crafts you need like high-end materials, but there's plenty of crafts out there that you can just get lucky by just playing the volume game. And then worst case scenario, just get to T16 maps and farm item level 82 bases, because those will always sell for like the Giga endgame crafters as well. Like, I have 20 div right now, and even if I had like 3 div, I could work on crafting something that would be super relevant for a lot of people. Um, you just gotta engage with it, you know? Even if you're not like playing the game, there's no reason that like you can play the game just to have fun and not try to like min-max a build, but if you're min-maxing a build, you're doing research on how to min-max a build, right? So if you're doing that research, you likely know how to craft the gloves and how to craft the staff and all that kind of stuff. Like, let me give you an example of how fast a craft can happen. I have this Sinister Quarterstaff, right? All perfect Orb of Transmutation it. I got Dexterity. That's okay. If I don't get good ones, okay, I got huge flat physical. That's perfect. Now I'll go to Essences. This Essence of Seeking for crit is incredibly cheap. It's like 6 exalts. Same with Alacrity, 6 exalts, or whatever, haste. But in this case, I'll just put crit onto it. Now I'll Desecrate with prefix only, again, like 10 exalts. And then I won't even use an Abyssal Echoes. And even if I get a bad outcome here, this will just still prove my point. It'll still be likely a good item that we can work with. Like, look, we got tier 3 lightning damage. And total spend right now is like, the base was 3 chaos. The materials I'm using is 15 exalts. We've got crit, fizz, dex. Not all of that is perfect. That's okay. And we get some greater exalts and just slam. We got accuracy rating and mana per enemy killed. That full craft was like 25 exalts. But if you got just a little bit lucky on this craft, then this could sell for multiple divine. Like if I got just a little bit lucky on this, I could sell this for like 2 or 3 div. And I have, you know, I have like 3 other bases I could work with that I've just picked up. So white items are definitely the way to go, but that just gives you one example of how you could do this. Like let's throw a chaos at it and see if it gives us anything. Got stun duration. We got hybrid fizz. We got increased elemental damage to attacks, which is actually pretty good. Let's see if we can get something a little better. I ripped the crit off, which is bad. Got flat accuracy, which is bad, and I ripped off the whatever it's called. Flat damage that I wanted to keep. But that just gives you an example of how you can do it. If you have a little bit more currency, you can make it a little bit more deterministic. Like, I can perfect trans this, and I can perfect aug. Okay, I don't like either of those, so if I have some annulments to play with, I can just annul that down, and then go 2 more. I got big elemental damage to attacks. Some builds really like that. I'll grab some annulments real quick. So I have 16 annulments. I will annul that. Okay, great. Don't want reduced attributes requirements, so we'll restart. Perfect aug. Got the LE damage to attacks again. Leech, I don't want that. Okay, we're restarting. Stun duration, tier 2 lightning. Great. I don't want stun duration though, so I'm going to 50-50 it. I don't want stun duration, so we'll 50-50 it. I don't want stun duration. Don't want int. So, you know, if you're patient, have a few div to play with, you can craft something pretty quickly. This just gives you an idea of how you can do it quickly. I just blew 2 divs, but just gives you an example. There's T1 lightning right there. Let's just try to finish this real quick so that you guys can see like beginning to end what it can look like. There's T1 called. Okay, I ripped off T1 called. This is lovely. Giving a really bad example right now. Alright, we'll be done for right now. But my point still stands. Because there's some essences that are really good for quarterstaves, and the main ones are like Haste and Seeking are really good essences to upgrade it. That's actually how I started with this one. I did that full cycle of what you were just watching until I got T1 crit bonus and T1 fizz. And then once I had those, I did the crit chance, which unfortunately got fractured. I was looking to fracture the fizz damage or the crit bonus. But then I was able to add the attack skills, got the T1 cold, got T2 fizz, and I made this. I made this for like 50 divine. If I went to sell this right now, I don't even think there's one on the market to compare it to. But if I went to sell this right now, let's do something like this. Yeah, there's not a crit bonus one on the market, which would be a lot more valuable. Okay, there is. So 914 DPS. Like if I went to sell this staff, it would probably sell for a bit less than this because this has perfect crit, mine doesn't. And his has 60 more DPS than mine does. So mine would probably sell at like 700. Just to give an example of kind of what that can look like potentially. Cooldown reduction. Hey Cream, yes, missing fractures on bases does suck. I am gonna pause on ritual for the moment. We're gonna go over to Abyss tablets. Two additional rare monsters and rarity. Map has 2 additional random modifiers. That's really good. You don't belong in there. You're a breach tablet. And then we've got some irradiateds that we need to roll. Let's just look for effectiveness. 11% and rarity. That's perfect. And then we will Riverside. I like Epitaph. Probably didn't need to run pack size, but yeah. Should have ran rarity. But... Don't bug out on me. What the fuck is my ping doing?
Map.
Yeah, Void Dog. It's called Path of Exile 2, if you haven't seen it. It's pretty good. Yeah, you definitely should. Because let's say you don't get lucky on like 10 attempts, what did you lose? Maybe a divine total on like 10 attempts. But if you do get lucky, you're rocking a much better weapon. You know what I mean? The tools are definitely there. And then as you get more currency with the weapon that you create, like your weapon that you create is a stepping stone, right? Like, okay, hey, here's a pretty good weapon. Maybe I can make a great weapon. So the currency that you earn from that decent weapon that you made, you then go up. Now you're at a mid-tier weapon. Then you go up. Okay, now I'm at a giga-tier weapon. You know, it's how I learned. Okay, so I actually... Oh, here we go. Unknown input type. Okay. Please don't be dead. I was gonna say, the thing that I don't like about this map is, oh, maybe that's why everything was shit. Is there another new patch? Let's go look. PoE2 knows. Oh. Maybe it was just a performance thing. Yeah, Hanzo. And you don't even need to necessarily feel like you need to min-max. Like, if you're having fun, you're having fun. I think that's the main thing to focus on. Is like, that's why I say to a lot of people who don't have a ton of time, is literally just pick a mechanic that you have fun with, and then just like play the ever-living crap out of that mechanic. And you'll... Okay, these monsters are the scary monsters. The guys with shields that are from Act 1. This monster, I don't fear any man, but that thing scares me. That is, like, bar none, the strongest freaking monster that exists in this game. They're horrifying, truthfully. What the hell? That was such a big spike. The servers are taking a poop right now. I can't even move. It's just permanently spiking. Like, come on. I did that shuffle my filter. We'll give the game a break for a minute, but geez, man, what is this garbage? Go to the Reliquary Vault, see if that makes the game cool off for a minute. Okay. This definitely Oh, is it my CPU? Is my CPU melting? What's going on? Maybe I need to open a window. CPU went to like 20 gajillion there for a second. It was the first time I saw the CPU spike though, versus the latency. That's a good one. It has some buildup, but that's okay. If I go through Delirium, it would just destroy, like, my... I'm pretty sure I would start a jet engine fire in my office from my CPU fans spinning up. Or I would go through the Delirium there. Oh, okay. That's not my CPU. That's... Why is it saying network? Because my CPU is not going to make me, like, lag into a cloud. What is this? Okay, well... Game does not want to cooperate today.
Map.
Yeah, I do. There's a leopard gecko and a bearded dragon in the cages behind me. Basically, a bearded dragon's a really big lizard. A leopard gecko's a really small, soft lizard. And by soft, I mean, like, think velvet in your hand. That's what their scales feel like. It's really cool. I would get him out, but my wife is terrified of the leopard gecko. Because when he was a baby, like a baby, she went to go pick him up, and he didn't know what to think at the time, and they don't have teeth, but he, like, chomped at her.
And he was running away.
Oh, right. Okay, our daughter dropped the lizard. And then the lizard was running away, and then Jen went to catch him, and then he nipped her. And then, that's that. So now she's horrified of him. Yeah, every time she goes past the case, she thinks it's because he wants to bite her, but I don't think that's the case. I think what the actual case is he's just hungry and she looks tasty because my wife is a snack.
Map.
No, didn't get the Val Temple thing. Do that. Yeah. We've not. There's one time in our old house we got like bulk crickets. It was like 300 crickets came in a box, and we thought they would be like in an enclosure in the box or something, like plastic or something. We open the box and it's just they just stuffed 300 crickets in a cardboard box. We open it and they just start hopping everywhere. And we had like we were chasing down crickets for no shit like 2 weeks. So that's the horror story that that we have with crickets, but that's the only time that we've had problems. All right. Give me a headhunter. Nope. How much even are headhunters now that the game's been out this long? Here's another indicator of it. The League's economy is really... There's still 45 divine. And those are the corrupted ones. Let's look at, like, not corrupted. Corrupted, no. Okay, 46. So, I mean... Yeah, I mean, Headhunter's still definitely good. Good price. I hate the Stone Citadel. Yeah. Dude, crickets sometimes, they really get going. $257. Oh, pretty good maps so far. How did I even get over here?
Map.
Yeah, pet mice in my room and forgot to close the cage. We had to catch them for a week or so. That's pretty funny. I had mice as a kid. And I was not a good mouse owner. I was an evil mouse owner. I was like 7 and I didn't understand that their tails are very sensitive. So I would like pick them up by their tails and spin them around and shit. Yeah, it wasn't good. That's the one thing in my head. Like, if God is real, he's gonna like sit me down after I die and be like, "Hey, remember that one time you spun those rats by their tails? Yep, you're going to hell. Sorry." What? That they drop better stuff outside the fog. I've heard that, but like, honestly, I cannot be fucked. If they do, so be it. I'm not gonna sit there and kite and hope they don't kill me. Like, this is a leech build. I don't have the luxury of kiting. I have to kill or be killed. But I do know what you're talking about. And I would say that's exactly what it is. A conspiracy. Oh. Well, I'm never making it to level 98. Something in a null. Yeah, I don't even understand what killed me. Got a grand project again. Yeah, Danny, I know. It's not good. Remorse, there's what matters. That makes sense, though. I'm never coming to this guy's hideout again. Joseph Smith. That's why I said, Danny, I'm never making it to 98. I made it to 97 so fast, but I haven't been buckling down about experience, to be honest. Probably should. Oh, yeah, actually I do need a grand projects. Bluff is like, I know it's a tower map, but Bluff has got to be my favorite map in general. Let's go do a little quick little setup here and see if it actually does anything. Ravine is Bluff light. I like Ravine too. Ravine's great. Jesus, my latency's so awful. Okay. Chamber of Souls, Crimson Hall. Why can't I set this up? Can you not attach it to a Surgeon's Ward? What do? I thought Surgeon Ward was one of the ones you could attach Altar of Sacrifice to. I think you can start with Crimson Hall, then put a Surgeon Ward or a Chamber of Souls. I'll do that, and then a Chamber of Souls. Okay, Sacrifice Room. We will sacrifice that room. And then that's it for now. These are just going to get deleted though. Man, this is a pain. I should just run 60 maps and just come do it all at once. It's just not going to be worth my time. Or just do the Etzuri stuff. But I really want to set it up so I can experience it at least once. My goodness. My game has not been this laggy in like ages. It's annoying as hell. That's gross. Yeah, I can read it deleted. It be what it be. That was the shittiest abyss I've ever seen in my life. Holy cow. I click flicker and then 4 seconds later it does something. Oh, I'm changing directions. Oh, changing directions. Oh, okay. Oh, now it's responsive. Good lord, man. I can't even click flicker. Might have to stop for tonight. Reverse chill build next. Is reverse chill a thing? In PoE 2? What unique is that does reverse chill? That actually sounds pretty interesting. Yeah, but even at 100% action speed, you would, plus 1 second to attack time, Whirling Assault would still be 1 second is the lowest that you can get it. As you guys can see, I just can't play the game, apparently. Is my PC hot? No, I mean, it's like bone cool. Is anyone else playing right now and having a hard time? Nice. Definitely take those. Alright, let's see if we can get a blood magic. Oh, okay, how much is it un-ID'd? It's probably pretty cheap now, because people have been farming it. 4 nulls. Yeah. We go big or we go home. Scarred Faith, that doesn't sound good. I can't, am I gonna see like 4 exalts or something like that? Apparently the price checker tool is not working. Yeah, 10x. So you know what it actually is worth? 3,500 gold. Oh yeah. I will actually try that. Actually, if I change servers, does it bork my portal that I just created? We'll see. I bet it does. Is it gonna delete it? Let's see. Oh, it didn't delete it. It's 3.4 million a hit. flicker bugs. I still almost one-shot the boss. Element of recombination is actually expensive. Not worth a Maven Moan. Now I have 3 from tree, 2 from gear K-slop. One of the nodes is +2 max power charges in the tree. Nice. It's looking really good. That's a good job. I like Omen of Whittling. That's a good one. That's not a fake tank. Okay. I've got 2 things before. We're gonna go try to get Wilma Tolls, right? I wish that Zesh was still 29 million HP. I missed that. It felt way more satisfying killing him. Now he's got like a puny 15 million. Yeah, sure, Zoho. What's your character name? I need to put the... There is breach rings I accidentally don't have on my filter. I think that's all of them. That's alright, so at least you're still enjoying Poe. Let's see if we can like one flick him. Like not like one with power charges. Let's get up to 200 and then see if like after whirling a soul putting up with her, let's see if my flicker can just dink and one tap the boss. Be satisfying, right? Nope. 4 million a hit. Oh, that was underwhelming. Accuracy rating, rarity. I need to go through and recombine all these shitty beach rings at some point. Let's see. I have an Orbe Divino.
I'll fill that in as soon as I can.
Got lightning. Don't got lightning. Got cold. Okay, okay. Come on. Don't got cold. Nope. 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 Yep. Nope. Okay. I want annulment. 15 to...
All right, your order is registered.
Nope. 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 And nope. 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 Not tier 1. What is my bad luck tonight has been pretty legendary. Okay, there we go. Worth it. Alright, now for all of that, you're going to give me 2-1 increased fizz, right? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I saw the 70%, and my heart almost soared.
I'll post it right away.
No! Okay, okay, we're back. Okay, we back. We're back. We're back. We're back. Ooh. Oh, come on. Okay, 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 okay. Ooh. Ooh, T2. Gross.
I'll fill that in as soon as I can.
You don't... A lot of these outcomes have been pretty excellent for most people. But I'm not most people. I need perfection. Okay, that's good. Yeah, get rid of the stun buildup. Nope. Nope. Okay, okay. Alright. 170. That's what we want to see. We want to see 170. That's 7-1.
I'll fill that in as soon as I can.
Game hates me. Not really. I don't actually even know the odds of annulment rolling. Okay, we'll take T1 fire for now. But we won't take mana leech. We won't take stun buildup. We won't take dex. Okay. Game wanted us to have dex. Game really wants us to have dex. Alright, I'm probably almost out of div. I just felt like doing this. Because I'm a masochist.
I'll fill that in as
All
soon
right.
as I can.
Alright, last one. Last one. Last one. That's 14 divs. Does this sell for 14 divs? No. Like 1. Quit giving me hybrid. I don't want to see hybrid.
Can I help?
Alright, we'll come back to it.
Price drop.
Anybody needs a staff, I'll hit up my store. The 82 base is like 3 chaos. It's cheap. I could have gone through and not done that, but it's fine. Because this is what I really do with 82 bases. This is how I should have started. I go through this. I don't even have enough div to actually do the Val Infuser anyway. We'll just grab 2 more. But then I would Val Infuse this up all the way to 30%, just like with this staff. Before I even start annul rolling it, I would Val Infuser it, and then, yeah, that's what I would do. To get it all the way up to 30% exceptional, essentially. Dude, I'm just using the base. It's all about the base, all about the base, no treble, you know? So I have no fear, because it's just a base that I can go buy. You too, Hanzo. Have a nice day. For every, I mean, that kind of tracks. I usually do about, out of about 20 bases, I'll get 2 that are 30%ers. Holy cow. The lag in maps is really bad still. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Whirling Assault's a sick quarterstaff skill, dude. And Flicker's sick too, dude. What do you mean worst quarterstaff skills? Those are like literally the bread and butter of the build. You're grounded.
Map.
Yeah, you can't really see it because it goes so fast, but it is purple. They need to give Charge Staff the purple TX. You can see like little trails of purple when I really get it going. Here, I'll keep Charge Staff. Never mind, I just turned it back on. It's such muscle memory, I can't even like show you what it looks like without Charge Staff. Stop it! Okay, 100 ES. Wasn't even close. Job's done. Yeah, not at all viable. Oh, there's my Val infusers. Let's give it a whirl. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, that's pretty good. All right. Oh, I knew it was too good to be true. Ooh, I love. Oh no, I'm not connected to decay. An epitaph was failed. I'll do backwash. Is backwash good? Can't remember. Maybe. I can't remember. It doesn't have my disdain, so it must be decent. Yeah, the smell, sorry. I don't like the bridges, but it's alright. It's alright. Please tell me to fuck off if whistling is annoying you all. I don't actually know if you can even hear it with the, like, the mic decompressor or whatever. Where is Tao with this? Are those only level 80 though? So that's big sad. It's only level 80. Why is it saying... Why did they make them red? I'm pissed. Oh, it's gonna be double socket. Oh, and exalted. There you go, I don't have charge staff on. And you still can't see shit because their device is doing it. I'm gonna burn to death. Trying to show you guys this. Yeah, it wasn't until the rework in point 4 that made it super viable, so if I didn't already respond to that. All right. I mean, the proj has always been reliable, but proccing it has always been the difficult part. Hi, Solo.
Map.
Map. I mean, I have 3 buttons that I press. Well, and they have a couple of buffs that you activate, but so would Lightning Spear. I'm not doing Abyssal Depths. Why'd you turn that off? Huh? Oh, it looks really cute so far. Nom, 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 nom. Stun buildup. Stun buildup is magic monsters. I don't really feel like dealing with stun buildup though. Have a good night, Zoho. I do love me some Decay though. Decay is a good map. I think that's actually like a hot take. A lot of people don't like decay. Ooh, ooh. Oh god, fuck off. Can you let me not die from it, please? What ignited me for something that big?
Map.
It's these things. These little runes on the floor. Everything's so anti-melee. I mean, I can clear it just fine, and I still rarely die. I die a lot tonight, because apparently the game just doesn't want me to play because of latency, but... yeah. Alright, random curse, pack size, magic monsters, rare monsters, logbooks. We will do something like... nah. Maybe for shits and giggles, we run a bunch of expedition. Sounds awful, but we could do it. How are you generating lightning infusions? Hey, thanks, Fubrak. I appreciate that. It's a lot of fun. I got a build guide on the channel if you wanted to check it out. Whisper those sweet nothings, Maven. How are you generating lightning infusions? Because the damage is extra? You're getting those from ignites. Oh, did you finally get elemental equilibrium?
Map.
The best one is arc. It just triples the damage of arc. Is what it does for lightning infusion. I hate seepage. It's the worst map. Run river hold, steaming springs. Could run some ornate chamber. I have some giga rarity on it. So we have giga rarity map. 81% rare monsters. Neither of those are rarity though. 44 item rarity, 19 and a Amadi. 2256. That map's kind of rippy, but fuck it. We'll do it live. Fuck it. So you made the switch to elemental equilibrium for sure? Is it like, do you have a lot more choice? What did you do the right frostbomb links? Wait, what? Fireball Frostbomb needs a good filler skill before I get infusion? What do you mean? Frostbomb just gives you infusions. Then you just cast another Frostbomb. Frostbomb, Fireball, Frostbomb, Fireball, Frostbomb, Fireball. Elemental Invocation, Fireball. Do you have like delayed views, add series impatience, the one the harmonic remnant, like all that stuff is in it? Like Frostbomb isn't meant to do damage at all.
Ooh.
Yeah, just put a damage support and fireball then. Because you already get all the extra projectiles, right? You probably don't need it, it's probably overkill. Yeah, it is. Case lock. I kept it at 3 when I was running Spark. Hey, researchers actually dropped a Divine. Augers.
Map. "17 Exalted Orbs dropped in that map? It's wild. Oh, it contains chance. I'm convinced ancient ribs don't exist. And ancient drawbacks. Map.
What? You can leave that open. You can leave that open.
Map.
After this map, I'm going to bed, gentlemen and ladies. No! I don't want to go in the abyssal depths. Now that we're here, and in Rome. Gave us an annulment. That was worth it. Where is the... Here she blows. Wow. It's an arcane. Alright. That is all, folks. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Tune into the build guide if you're interested in the build. If you need a staff for said build, I have one right here. I just lowered the price. So, come and get it. I'm going to lower it one more time.
Price lowered.
All right, everybody. Have a great night.